Welcome back to our Hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon Heart and Soul. If you don't know what a Hardcore Nuzlocke is, well, why are you watching this? But the short version of the rules are, it's a challenge run. Your encounters are essentially random because you can only grab the first Pokemon you find on each route. We're playing with Species Class, so we don't have to deal with duplicate encounters. Every encounter we get is the first new Pokemon we find on each route because that's funner. And if your Pokemon faints in battle, they're dead. We play in hardcore rules, so we're playing with level caps, which are the lowest level of the next boss fight. And we can't use setup moves, we can't use Encore and Substitute because they break the AI, and we can't use any items in battle except for Pokeballs when you're catching Pokemon. So yeah, that's the gist of the run here. This is Heart and Soul, so this is a ROM hack. This is a custom-made Johto game built on the Gen 3 engine. And yeah, that's kind of the deal here. So, what are we doing today? Well, we're fighting Giovanni. There's a Giovanni fight. It's level 60 and you need Celebi for it. So this is the team I've cooked. The Celebi, this is like a bonus fight, right? I just want to fight this because it's a special boss fight in this game. But because we need the Celebi encounter, which is not a legal encounter, we can't use legendaries, by the way. This is kind of in a weird, nebulous, invalid, encounter situation. So what we're going to do is I have looked at the fight ahead of time as opposed to this being blind. So I've been able to prepare. Yeah, we're going to count deaths on this fight. We're going to treat it like part of the Nuzlocke, even though the only way we can get access to it is with an encounter we don't have, just so we can see what this fight is like, just for fun. And Celebi will be permanently boxed after this as nothing. Okay, how does this work actually? Celebi in the front? I might have to do something else first. Hold on. Okay, if you're playing this game and you're wondering how to trigger this, apparently you have to have Celebi in the front of the party and then enter the room. Ah, yes. Okay, and then it triggers the thing. So, Celebi in the front does mess up my team comp already. So I guess it's blind in that sense. I don't remember if there's a way to do a Giovanni fight at the radio in the actual game, like if it's an event thing or something. The radio's there. And there was some like weird lore about it with Giovanni and the rival character Silver. I just don't remember how it actually works in base game, so. Alright, he goes Kanga. Now the question is, this will be a Fire Punch on Celebi, so I think I can just switch into Poliwrath on the Fire Punch and it's probably fine. And then we're back to the lead we would have had, which seems okay. Unless I get burnt. But, is what it is. Alright, Brick Break his ass. He clicks Safeguard. That's fine. I have no intention of using status effects on him. In general, or specifically here. Mega Punch. Don't kill me? This could do a lot on a crit. Okay, no, we take that. We're safe. That was less than half with the extra damage we took, so I think we don't ever die to crit there, which is great. Yeah, I didn't calc this. I only looked at the doc to plan the team and account for, status moves and stuff like that. I didn't calculate anything. So we're still definitely, potentially at risk here of eating shit, Alright, Celebi. This is where you get to do a thing. Ursaluna should be the best thing you can fight. Assuming this doesn't just kill you or something silly. Okay. Giga Drain back your HP. Okay, very nice. And then he kills himself. Nidoqueen. Okay. I could just go for this on the Nidoqueen, and I think I do. Celebi is not a real Pokemon for us. So it can just die and not count. That's my take on this. I just go for this. We're very dead to Sludge Bomb. Okay, but it's a nice sack to ensure we don't have to switch into a Sludge Bomb. My designated Nidoqueen counter is Apex. Because it is a poison type, so I don't care about Sludge Bomb, and the water typing gives me a super effective and resists this thing's Ice Punch. Plus, apparently we outspeed it anyway, and so that's completely free with the sack. That doesn't count as a death, canonically, the Celebi. This has Thunder Punch. I don't think I want to risk Tentacruel on this. This is probably guaranteed Thunder Punch, so we go the Don Fan. It's Earthquake. I suppose that makes sense. We're like equally vulnerable to ground and electric, and the ground is higher base power and stab. Could have anticipated that. Alright. Well, I take the Earthquake much better than he does. Maybe. Do we survive one more? Okay, he dies. Never mind. Doesn't matter. We don't have to survive one more. Donphan does it. I don't think we were like battle armor or anything on this guy, were we? 30. Okay. But we two earthquakes put us down 100 points after leftovers, so I don't think we were dead to the crit there or anything. I think it was still safe. Designated counter here is now Flashbang because this has double team. The question would be then if this doesn't come in safely because of like Dark Pulse damage. I'm going to click Thunderbolt here. Actually, let's think about this. I don't want to risk this. Although Lantern has kind of fallen off at this point, unfortunately. Dark Pulse is highest damage. So that's the worst we can take. That was 80. We're barely dead to crit. I'm going to go for it. Okay, we outspeed. Okay, and then he double teams and we Shockwave. Okay, since we outspeed, this is also like a perfect counter. Because we can do the Thunderbolt before it double teams and then Shockwave if it does double team. So that worked out great. I suppose that's probably the other consideration there. Since it doesn't kill me except on the crit, it probably double teams almost always instead of going for the kill. That would be my guess. This has Swagger, so I really don't want it to Swagger on the switch because we have a Person Berry. That way, if it does Swagger later, we can just take the kill. And this seems to just do it anyway. Alright, cool. So, well, there's the Giovanni event. And yeah, this was a level 60 fight, so I wanted to do it now. How was this possible? Pressure Dreams and Team Rocket be a little more than an illusion. See ya, nerd! Is there an actual reward for this? Okay, sure. Okay, here's the Misty Squad. Kuru, Flashbang, Blueberry, Mira, Rocinante, and Sylveon as a Shadow Ball wielding Starmie counter, hopefully. Special defense wall is the logic there. We're going to lead the Fast Grass type, which now has Giga Drain, because we got that from Erica, even though I didn't realize it. I assume Erica. I mean, we got it somewhere. She leads Golduck. Okay, cool. This is kind of what I anticipated, but also Golduck doesn't really lend itself to, like, any obvious counter, so I guess the only thing we could consider here is if this is more physically or specially frail. Very, very slightly physically frail by, like, 2 points. We are much higher special attack, though. So, this is 90, this is 75. I legitimately have no idea where, like, the breakpoint between base power and a stat lies. I could hit this softly, with the idea that I then kill it with Giga Drain next turn. But I also think I could just kill this. Let's just Leap Blade. This has crit chance, I guess. And we're going to outspeed it, so like healing doesn't do anything. Okay. Cross chops me? Unexpected. Giga Drain. Alright, so logically we would assume this probably has Ice Beam, I would think. I would guess that would be the reason she brings this in. I'm thinking we go Blueberry. Yep, Ice Beam. Alright, then we're just clicking Poliwrath. It clicks Acid Armor. Do I have a counter for this? T-Bolt. I mean, I could go Kingdra. Ice Beam is 1x. I'm thinking, I think we go Flashbang here. This is Magnet. Okay, it's got Shadow Ball, but that we don't take that much damage. This is okay. They go Quag. So this is Earthquake. So we go Mira on Quag? Yes. I should get in the habit of not speeding up in these again now that we're, you know, into blind fights. I've been speeding up too much, I think, in Kanto. Into blind fights is in we got past Carrot in the Elite Four like 2 episodes ago. I think I just want a Dragon Claw. If we 2-tap this, then it'd be much better than Hit and Fly. It's a little loose, but I mean, we can definitely 2-tap this, but this is probably a range. Okay. Clean. Yeah, the AI in this game's a little bit heavy on the setup moves, it feels like. Milo. Could be an Ice Beam. Let's scout by going back to Blueberry. We definitely don't want to stay in when it could have Ice Beam. Which technically we were risking on Quag. Probably should have pivoted to Blueberry the first time we had Dragonite in to make sure it didn't have an Ice move. That would have probably been the play. Okay, Hydro Pump, we can take that. We can take a few of those. Oof, the miss though. Okay, here I will speed up because it's just Hydro Pumping. Rests, okay. And Rest, Sleep Talk, Hydro Pump. Gross. Okay, okay, but we kill it. I don't know, why did it sleep that long? Wasn't that 3-turn sleep? Is that a rest nerf in this game, or like Gen 3 or something? Do I stay in? I think Play Rough might kill, because we're huge power Azu. Let's stay in for a turn. We're not that hurt. We're only 40 HP down. Thunderbolt! I should have... That was part of the reason I wanted to bring Sylveon. Okay, we're live. That was a mistake. Yeah, part of the logic for Sylveon was I was looking at my own Starmie and thinking about its moveset, which, yeah, had electric coverage. This is random move, so I can't just go to Flashbang now. Let's go Sylveon. Thunderbolt. It was still Thunderbolt. Okay. We're down less than 100 points. We shouldn't be dead to crit. I could also go for the quick attack, but it could have recovered there. Well, no, because quick attack would outspeed recover. I should have probably just went for the quick attack. But I don't know what Sylveon's damage output for a physical move really looks like anymore. And the Shadow Ball was fairly safe. Like, you couldn't recover out of range of it, so... Lapras? Do you have Yawn? You do. Let's Yawn this. And then see where we get. Okay, it does have Ice Beam. That's a lot of damage. We're dead to crit Ice Beam. I'm going to risk it, I think, because I don't really have much of a specific use for Kingdra, and I'm a little worried now about damage output here. We do outspeed. Okay, it sets Rain Dance instead of doing Ice Beam. Do I stay in? It definitely doesn't have an electric move. Well, no, Ice Beam would be more, because Ice and Electric will both be 1x versus Kingdra. Never mind, this could have an electric move. I wouldn't know, though, because I won't use it on Rossi. I can't go to the Grass type or the Dragon, the other Dragon, because of the Ice. And then our other two, yeah, this is a little spooky. I think we stay. Flash Cannon's only 1x, right? Let's just make sure. Not used to using Steel offensively because it never really gets used offensively until Gen 6, and I play a lot of older games. Yeah, 1x. So we just don't... Yeah, this doesn't this is just inferior to Dragon Pulse. Okay, we're live. Let's go to Flash. Let's hit a Thunderbolt. Nice. Flashbang! My goat! And I'm okay with speeding up in situations like that, where we're just kind of waiting for some, you know, abilities to play out, sleep turns and shit like that. Or like we kind of know what the moveset is. I just need to not be speeding up when it's like first turn of a battle. That's when it's like really bad. Right, clean. Pushing for Janine, the next gym leader, requires us to go all the way to Fuchsia City, which requires us to do a bunch of other stuff. Specifically, actually, before we could do Misty, we had to push to the power plant to get the power plant thing, which actually meant we had this Route 18 encounter before we did Misty. I just didn't show it. This is an Aaron from Route 18. This might have been guaranteed. Let me double check. Sorry, Route 9. It was level 18 on Route 9. Yeah, this was a guaranteed encounter on Route 9 because we had the Venomoth dupe. By taking the nighttime encounter, this was the only thing left is a 5%. Which is great, because Agron is a pretty good Pokemon. We really like having another Steel type. This is our third. And each of our Steel types has a different type combo, and that's good too. Plus speed minus special defense, not so good. Holy fuck! Oh my god, he's awful! 0201? The only stat he has that is anything is special defense, which is the minus nature. And he's the fastest Agron there ever was. This is so bad. This is really garbage. Well, whatever, that's fine. Oops, spoilers. I meant to do it dramatically like this. Route 10, north of the power plant. So this was also available for Misty, but we didn't bother using it, which, you know what, I could have brought it. Would have given us a backup electric type. It probably actually should have been on the team for Misty. Didn't matter. Lax. 30 special attack, 30 Spadef, 23 defense. And Lax evens out the defenses a little bit, which is probably bad because Electrode's pretty frail anyway, so you might as well like lean into the special defense, which is a bit better usually, I think. But like, this is great. This is a really good Electrode. 23 on speed, 30 special attack. This is incredible. Huge. And then we got a rock tunnel encounter while we were over there. The floors in the documentation for this game seem to be wrong. When you go into the tunnel, you are on a floor that has a ladder going up to the surface, and then if you walk in a little bit, you see a ladder going down, and the floors are B1F and 1F in the documentation. I wanted to go for not Sableye floor, so I went for what I took to be 1F, not B1F, but it turns out it's B1F, I guess, and not 1F, which is underneath B1F? Or the icons for the ladders are mixed up or something? Very confusing. Point is, if you go into Rock Tunnel, and you get an encounter right by the entrance, coming from the power plant side, that is actually B1F, which is before 1F in the documentation, so I was already suspicious that I was going to get screwed by this, and I did. So this was going to be... this was a guaranteed Sableye at night on B1F, and if it was day, it would have been Cubone or Sableye, and as much as I like Cubone, I don't want to deal with Thick Club, because we have to try to thief one, and it's kind of a worthless Pokemon without it. What I want to do is do nighttime for the possible Mawile or Onyx, with the intention of hopefully getting Onyx, which was 15% to Mawile's 10%. Steelix would have been nice to have, but whatever. I mean, this is a ghost. This is, like, not worthless, but it's mostly worthless because it's a Sableye. Plus, physical attack minus speed is probably a decent enough nature for this. And the IVs aren't terrible. 16 attack is average. Like, knockoff user. This thing usually learns fake out. Like, there's potential for this, but we have other knockoff users. I don't really see this getting any use. Whoops, I did it again. Then the next route we went to was Route 17. So this was Cycling Road. This was a 50-50... No, not a 50. This was a 66-33 split between Houndour and Gulpin. And we got the Gulpin, the 33% encounter. Once you remove the dupes, of course. Because we had the Grimer dupe from Celadon. So we somehow managed to dodge yet another chance at a dark type, leaving us still with only the Honchkrow. This is Docile Liquid Ooze with cracked IVs. I mean, 23 HP, 25 defense, 24 attack, although this is probably more of a special attacker with like Sludge. It's kind of mixed with its stat spread. And like it's got Encore and Toxic, which would be pretty good if we didn't ban Encore. Like, this was probably an okay Pokemon. But like, I just don't see it getting a use with everything else we have in the box. Next, we went to Route 18. Route 18 was kind of a dud route. This was like Fearow, some other junk, and then Kecleon was the rare encounter, which we actually got, but like, I don't know what we would ever do with a Kecleon. Plus special attack, minus Spadef ain't great either. 29 attack, 31 Spadef, though. Holy shit. I mean, those are really good IVs. I still don't think this thing's useful in any way, but like, he is cracked for a Kecleon. And then we went to the Safari Zone, where we got a shiny. We got a shiny Vibrava. We actually caught this with just 2 Safari Balls. Surprisingly easy. Levitate, Lax Nature, plus defense, minus special defense, and cracked IVs. 25 HP, 22 attack, 25 defense, 30 speed up. This is fantastic. I'll take 13 speed with those other stats too. This is great. I'm not sure we really need another dragon type, but like, we don't have a ground dragon, so I mean, there's use for that. This is probably okay in the next gym. Yeah. One important thing to note, like I said, this came from the Safari Zone, but if you notice, the catch location's Fuchsia City, which means you don't take a headbutt encounter in Fuchsia, you take the Safari Zone. So I did actually find the Fuchsia City Execute before this, but I ruled it as invalid because, you know, there's no way of knowing ahead of time if they're the same catch location, which is how I ruled at Nuzlocke encounters. In the documentation, they're completely separate. Fuchsia City is completely separate from Fuchsia City Safari Zone, but it's not like that in terms of the in-game catch locations. And this is different than the Johto Safari Zone. So like, every sign pointed towards this being its own catch location, and it's just not. So we're keeping the shiny. We're getting rid of the Execute. We'll see if we can get one later, headbutting somewhere else. And then finally, our last encounter is my boy, Nidorino, coming from Route 15. This is to the east of Fuchsia. Poison Point, Jolly Nidoking seems pretty okay. He's not the fastest guy, but plus speed on this is not bad. I'm okay with that. Really good Spadef. Slightly below average defense, average attack, above average HP, and okay speed with a good nature. I'm down for this. No, I'm okay. This is coming to the next gym, 100%. Janine, time. We're leading Mammoth Swine because in base game she leads Crobat, so then we got a ground ice type to counter the poison flying. And it's still useful as a ground type if it's not a Crobat lead. The rest of the team is built to counter the team she typically has, which is Weezing, Ariados, Venomoth, and another Ariados. So very bug heavy. A Weezing lead is already throwing a wrench into everything. So we're going to switch straight to Lorica. In case this explodes, we have the quad resist. Okay, it goes Amnesia, and that also just doesn't matter. Okay, we're just rock sliding this to death. That's the goal. Of course he'd have Fire Blast, which is actually really good and clever planning. Because it, you know, your best bet against an exploding Pokemon is going to be Steel. We're not dead to non-crit. The crit did about half. We hit the Citrus Berry. I think it wasn't even quite half. We're definitely dead to crit rolls, if not all crits. But this is a really bad Aggron, and I really don't want to switch. I could go Doodles. The thing I'm worried about is this exploding. Like, if this... I would rather risk Aggron than risk this exploding on, like, Flygon. We also don't have a good counter for this, because I was expecting a Weezing, but I wasn't expecting Fire Blast. This would have been a decent Slowbro angle, who I cut from the team at the last moment for Flygon. I'm gonna stand. He can flinch, he can miss. Like, He has to hit, he has to not flinch, and he has to crit. Alright, sick. Alright, Nidoqueen. Okay, so this team is like completely different than the base game team, which is good. This is another place where... This is probably a ground move, because it's 4x. Another place where Slowbro would have been alright. I can go Rabies on this. I think we always go Rabies. Okay, it's the Earthquake. Now what do I do? This could be Ice? This could be like Ice Beam, Ice Punch. I could go Primogen. This is never a fighting move. I think we go Primogen and then we Quake. Or I go Doodles, because Doodles... No, Doodles is good. Yeah, Doodles... Well, if it's Ice, we die. Doodles is not good. Okay, it's Thunderbolt. This could still be Ice Beam. Doodles was an awful switch. Doodles was an awful switch. If this says Ice Beam and Thunderbolt, it would be picking one, like 50-50 on Crobat. And now it would always be Ice Beam. So let's go Primogen. Okay, it's Sludge Bomb there. I think I just go for the kill. I should have just... We're outsped, and we had a submission. That's not ideal. Okay, that was all very bad. None of that was good. That was a sloppy round. Let's go Pridwin, I think. Giga Drains me. Does nothing. Let's set up the Drill Peck. It is a double teamer. We need to kill this now. Psychic. Come on, man. Okay. Shit. Fucking double team spam, dude. Crobat. So my designated Crobat counter's out. This can't really have Ice. Probably go Doodles and click Dragon Claw. I could go Lorica and click Rocks. Let's do that. He pursuits me. That's okay, because that does very little damage in that case. Wow. And we get the clean switch in on Lorica. I mean, listen, that was we weren't dead to crit there, so I mean the pursuit is fine. Swalot. So we've seen the moveset for this thing. It's not particularly good. There's never a poison move here. So I could check its HM or TM set and see if it learns anything that I need to be concerned about, because this thing's moveset did seem really limited, but I didn't check its TM moveset. Yeah, so this learns like no recovery, but doesn't recover and toxic. It can learn Water Pulse. Okay, this can learn Ice Beam. Okay, his moveset's cracked in this game. Wait, this thing learns Ice Beam, Giga Drain, Water Pulse, Shockwave, Sludge Bomb. Well, Sludge Bomb, obviously. But they gave him like a bunch of really good TMs. I actually put Swalot in the good box just because it has Toxic plus Recover with Protect. It seems like a disgusting set for Stall. So I was like, that's enough to be in the good box. Fuck. I think this is a switch to Rabies. This has no ground coverage, right? So yeah, there's no opportunity for us to like dodge a ground move here, but Rabies doesn't really take much from this, and I can't risk the Ice Beam, so I can't go Flygon. Is this gonna be honestly like stockpile spit up shit? Can I just haze his ass? I have haze on this because, like, why not? Okay, he amnesias. I don't care. Crunch. He does spit up. Wait! He is not... That does make sense. The stat raise from stockpile is incidental to the spit up counter. I was thinking Haze reset that, and I could just stall his ass out because of that, but that is not the case. Okay, I'm at half from spit up, but above the halfway point. So if I fly and he stockpiles, and then he spits up, I think we crunch. Well, he's at 0. And now he's stockpiled. I think I just crunch again. Yeah. Okay. And we have a muck. Okay. Probably the best chance for Elvis to come in and do something. Let's go to Elvis. Minimizes. I don't like that one bit. Let's just go for the Hail Mary dig. We just got to land this. This is annoying. I should have probably anticipated the minimize and just gone for the kill. No, Nidoking gets there. Never doubt Elvis. He is the king. All right. That's an okay Janine. We had a little bit of slop on the switches there, but we didn't get punished for it, so it's all right. All right, before we fight Serena, we get a rash of essentially duped out encounters. You know, in the sense that most things on the table are duped out, so we get like guaranteed encounters. So we get the Nidorina. This is not guaranteed, but this guarantees a bunch of subsequent encounters. This comes from Route 14. We get a timid Nidorina. Minus attack plus speed to pair with our minus special attack plus speed Nidoking, if I'm not mistaken. Decent IVs, but kind of a bad distribution with plus speed, minus attack. Actually not decent, because 213s is pretty bad too, actually. So this is probably a box warmer. I don't see... We only have one Moonstone available right now. I'd rather use it on Jigglypuff, I think, given that we have Nidoking. So I think I'm going to put this in the junk box, possibly. That gives us a Route 13 rare encounter. Every common encounter on Route 13 is gone by the time we have the Nidorina. So this is a C-Dot or a Chansey. We got the C-Dot, which is the more common of the two. Chansey evolving into Blissey is, of course, a broken Pokemon in Nuzlocke if you know what you're doing and you know what the team comps look like because of its incredible special bulk. We are playing blind, so Chansey becomes less valuable. Plus, I'm, you know... Always on the eye, always keep an eye out for dark types. Always on the lookout for dark types because we've didn't get any until Kanto. So this guy is a dark type. Don't know what his moveset's going to look like in this game, but I'm optimistic. And he's garbage too. So yeah, 1056. He has 1 IV above average and only by 3 points. He's terrible. Okay, cool. I mean, plus speed is maybe okay. I think I bring this to Sabrina with the idea that, like, I can sack this. We get another guaranteed dark type on Route 12. This is a surf encounter. If you have Tentacool and Wooper, this is guaranteed encounter, so cool. Sharpedo, not the most amazing Pokemon, but, you know, I'll take the dark types wherever I can get them. And a 30 special attack, 30 speed, 21 attack. He does some damage. He's fast. He's a little frail. I'm okay with this. Yeah, no, this is great. It's already got Crunch. This seems awesome. This is probably on the gym team as well. The big problem with the gym is the overabundance of Focus Blast coverage in this game means like dark types might actually be a trap. So maybe he isn't on the team. Like maybe we don't want to bring like 3 dark types because maybe that's bad. Definitely want to bring Honchkrow because he's not weak to Focus Blast because of the flying type. And then maybe we do bring Shiftry. Oh no, Shiftry's a stone Evo, right? We can't get this. We don't have the Evo stone available. Okay, so we do bring Sharpedo. Yeah. And then on Route 11, the only remaining encounter was Slackoth. So this was a choice between going for the guaranteed Slackoth 5% in the grass or headbutting for the Execute. I'm still going to save the headbutt encounter on Execute for a city. Maybe Viridian has a headbutt tree? Pewter probably does too. Pewter might also be a fossil? I don't know in this game. Because like Lilliput and Anorith are probably available somewhere, and maybe that's Pewter. But that's a problem for the future. This guy's actually pretty good because his stats are crazy, even with Truant. 29 plus defense is quite the wall. 17 HP is above average, technically. The other IVs are pretty bad. I still think this is quite usable. Slack off, yawn. He stays in the good box. And then 2 more. We get Finally, in Vermilion City, once we made the trip to Lavender, we can wake up the Snorlax. Thick, fat, quiet nature, plus special attack minus speed. Not great, but at least it's not like modest or something. Like, this could have been worse, but this is pretty bad. That's pretty good, though. 25 defense, 28 attack. I'll take that even with a 0 HP. 17 special defense is above average. This is perfectly fine. Yeah, this is good. And it comes with a second leftovers. Okay, we're ruling this right now. I never use multiple leftovers in a Nuzlocke. We're only allowed one, even though we have 2 copies. I just consider that kind of a house rule. And then we got Moldwarp, the Dug Trio, coming from Dicklet's Cave, obviously. The only encounter you can get in there. Careful, and Sandvale, minus special attack plus special defense. That's fine enough for a Dug Trio. 0 attack IV again! Yay! 22 speed. I mean, this is probably not doing much at this stage of the game. Maybe it does something? I don't think it does. Alright, Sabrina is next. Well, the Sabrina fight's going to be interesting because we are bringing out a lot of new boys. The only Pokemon here that so we got 3 brand new Pokemon straight up. And then we've got the Honchkrow, who we caught, and we immediately just boxed for Sabrina. We're like, we're not touching this guy. This is our only dark type. We are keeping him in stasis for Sabrina. And then we had this Kadabra or Abra or whatever from, where did we get this? Where is this guy from? Who is he? He's from Route 8. Yes. So this was a Kanto encounter. And this guy we haven't used anywhere either. He's just been sitting in the box, but he's a fast Psychic Resist with Light Screen and Shadow Ball, and that seems useful here. So yeah, the only established Pokemon coming out is the Butterfree, because it's the only bug type we have that's not weak to Psychic. It just seemed like a decent 6th option. It's got Bug Buzz, you know, it does some damage. Actually, we probably have other bugs. Fortress actually would have been better, right? I should have brought Fortress. Shit. Too late now. Oh well. Ah, the Mime Lead. That's not what I want to see. Okay. This can kill me. I think I can kill this. We're Black Glasses? Because I didn't move it. Oh, I fucked up. I forgot I had Laxin senses on these guys for the gym trainers. And I wanted to switch these to like Lumberries or even Citrus Berries for the fight. So that was a mistake. I was just trying to conserve resources. And I wanted to put Black Glasses actually on the Murkrow. To boost his attack more. Like min-max a little bit on his attack over Sharpedo's. But it's probably not that bad to have the glasses here either, because he's so frail. I mean, he's definitely dead to a Moonblast here. I could have brought a fire type for the Fairy Pivot. Maybe that would have been good over Butterfree 2. What is your special defense? 125. I could go Butterfree. But I don't know how well I take a fucking Moonblast from Mr. Mime. The other option would be Shadow Ball, Slacking, which ain't great. Crunch is not super effective. I think I just have to go for the kill. This is physically frail. We are very strong. This is 120 base with stab, plus the Black Glasses. I could go Waterfall because it flinches, but this is like 20% flinch. And this is like 20% extra damage, so like... Well... Yeah, right? Or is it 20%? Well, I assume the items are upgraded to not Gen 3 versions, which are 10%. It should be 20%. I think I just click it. Fuck it. You can do it, Shark. Don't let me down. You're a pretty good Shark. Okay. Okay, T-Waves me. I have a out. So that means he didn't see the kill. I'm definitely dead to crit. But I'm shocked this thing wouldn't see the kill. Unless it just doesn't have a fairy move? Damn, this is awkward. And this would have been a Lumberry if I wouldn't have carried black glasses. I would have actually got away with this for free. Shit. Do I have priority? Do I have an option to switch here to pull some shit out of my ass? You're actually really bad on special defense. I didn't think about that when I brought you here. Kind of just assumed you were a fucking unit. I mean, you are with 276 HP, but... Do we think Alakazam outspeeds 145? Oh, that's the exact speed I'm at. Wait, did I outspeed this? I did. Which means Alakazam outspeeds. This is an Alakazam switch. Yeah. Okay. Clean. This is good. This is good. Why? Why would you... One, why does Mr. Mime have Ice Punch? Two, why would he ever click it there? He doesn't have fairy moves. This thing has, like, Psychic Ice Punch, T-Wave, and, like, another support move. Ice Punch has to be the only move it could hit Sharpedo with, right? That's the only way this makes any sense? Do I could light screen, recover, and kill. No, he's gonna T-Wave me. Yeah. If it was only the Ice Punch, I could play for the heal, but not happening. Okay. That is her ace. Probably. So the only reason she would jump all the way to the end of the team to bring this in is if this has Shadow Ball, right? This has Shadow Ball. And probably outspeeds me. So we go to O-Beast. Called it! And now we crunch. We take this easy. Okay, I mean... We weren't dead, ever. We always survived that, so it was always the right call. I don't know. I don't think you can call taking 99 damage, taking it, you know, an easy one, but whatever. Do I protect for recovery and stay in? Or am I afraid of this having setup? Do we outspeed this, you think? Who is slower? I have no idea. Equal level? I'm gonna crunch. We're faster? We do not two-shot. It clicks submission? Brother. That's it? That's all you got? Dude, come on now. Protect for recovery. He goes to sleep. He chestos. Okay, I crunch into the submission, and then I crunch for the kill. Yeah. I swear I didn't know there was a Wobbuffet on this team. Holy shit. I put Toxic on Snorlax as kind of a throwaway fourth move. Because he had, all he had was Crunch. He had Crunch... And they had, like, rollout and, like, garbage moves when he got the level cap. So I'm like, okay, we give him strength for a stab move. I guess I teach him protect, because I'm going to give him the leftovers, and that's pretty good. And then I might as well put Toxic on there. Lo and behold, it's a Wobbuffet. So this actually saves me. I actually win completely for free against... How did... That's crazy, dude. I can't believe... I can't believe this worked. I can't believe all the pieces aligned to give me this free Wobbuffet kill. I can't believe that not only did we have like a Toxic Protectmon in the team for this, by pure happenstance, but we actually had it in when this came out so we didn't get fucked by Shadow Tag. Like, we could not have planned this better. This is crazy. This is so... This makes up for, like, a lot of really bad RNG, too, because, like, anytime, well, I guess other than, you know, actually getting hacked so bad in the Elite Four the first time we were there that we lost, other than that, because this is ultimately saving Snorlax's life. Because, like, if Snorlax had to attack, well, like, we'd probably kill ourselves with counter. Although it is clicking Mirror Coat. So, like, it doesn't know my moveset is all physical, right? So there's a chance to survive. That's crazy. This can't kill me. I already ate a Focus Blast. Like, I'm fine. I'm eating. Crunch them up. Oh, yeah, that could do it, though. Stay in and go for the Wake Up? Am I dead to crit from there? I might be. Problem is a Jinx, so I can't really go to Hag. I could go to Geller. See if I outspeed it. I can go to Hedberg. Let's go to Hedberg. Oh my god, I'm dead to crit? Really? I know I'm minus Spadef, but like, I'm dead? Really? This definitely outspeeds me, so I can't even like slack off this stall. So that was worthless. Okay, we go to Geller. And hopefully we can take this safely. Okay, so we are maybe dead to crit if this outspeeds us. I'm gonna click recover. We're faster. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Everything's good. We're good. It's got Ice Beam. That's okay. That's bad. Is what that is. Fuck. Looking a little cooked, you know? I'm pretty fucked by Ice Beam here, I'm not gonna lie. This is really bad, actually. I'm like, this is a really bad spot. Because, my two healthy Pokemon are both weak to Ice Beam. Butterfree maybe takes one. I have to attack on Geller. I can't... Like, I could recover and try to, like, stall it, but this is way too much damage. We have to Shadow Ball. Maybe we kill this. We are Spell Tag. And if we don't kill this, then I have to sack anyway. And I might as well just sack the fucking Alakazam. Your life is in your hands, Spoon Man. Alright, see ya, 07. This is your fault. That's the crit. We would have died if we recovered. I guess the other play would have been to set up the light screen, which was what I wanted to kind of maybe do if I could survive. But I took way too much damage to be able to light screen. Okay, Hedberg is definitely dead. Hag probably dies. We could try auto. Okay, so the play is like auto, fight through the para for the kill, or we go Butterfree and hope we can take one. This is 125. This is 124. Oh no, we're like so fucked. Yeah, because we were at like full from that one Ice Beam, right? So we took like a 1x Ice Beam on Alakazam for about, what, 100 damage? Which means it's like 200 damage to Butterfree. Butterfree does not kill this. We have to go auto. We just have to fight through the para. Okay, Ice Beam to half. Auto is the hero. He's the best shark. Otto's the man! Otto is the man! You're the man now, dog! Okay, Otto deserves to live for this. Let's go to Obeast. Let's see what this does. I'm curious. We can scout. We can use Obeast for scouting. It's Power Gem. That's really bad. 171 to 93 on a crit. All right. We know we're in trouble when I pull out the pen and paper. Okay. We took 78 damage from Power Gem. So Psychic kills us. Psychic's about around 120. I'm not going to wake up this turn either. Okay. So Psychic coming in to kill. We go back to Otto on the Psychic. Power Gem completely smokes Butterfree. Power Gem is so brutal. Okay, Future Sight. Okay. No, that... Damn, I could have stayed in. Wait, maybe this doesn't have Psychic. Maybe this only has Future Sight? Do we think Otto can take a Power Gem? I don't know. This suddenly became a really real fight. We're at risk of wiping to this because it's fast. Butterfree is 4x weak. Like, Butterfree is super worthless here. Butterfree was such a bad bring. I didn't think about it. Like, I didn't think it would be this bad. It's really bad. The only thing I could do is hope it's fast enough to outspeed an Espeon, which I doubt it would be. I think I gotta just swing. I don't think we survive this. Sorry, Shark. I wanted to save you. Yeah, I had to try for that. I need to get a hit off on Hag. I don't know what else I can do here. 80 Spadef. I think we die. I think we might wipe. Bright Powder. Come on, Hag. Come on. I tried to get you for so long. Don't die like this. Don't die to this poser. No crit. No crit. Yes, kill. Oh my god. Aha. Ah. All right. That was a fight. I was starting to get a little worried. These Kanto gym leaders were a little too easy. And yep, yeah, no, they found a way to get me. They found it out. Okay, that was a fun fight. I really like that. That was a great example of a blind fight and like the perils and like the highs and lows of doing a blind fight, right? Like the other high of like the Wobbuffet situation, and then the low of like, oh god, the Espeon has Power Gem. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. Oh man. Okay, well that's 2 dead. Geller and Otto. Otto came to one fight, and you know what? Otto did his job. He died honorably in the line of duty. I have nothing bad to say about Sharpedo here. He did a good job. You know, everybody in this team contributed except for Hedberg. Slack on just switched into one move and then switched out and did nothing. And obviously Butterfree was completely worthless, but like, I'm not even counting this as a team slot. This is like this guy wasn't even here. Alright, well, at least we didn't wipe. It could have been a lot worse. Till next time.